You are listening to the Lucha Central Podcast Network. And now, luchacentral.com presents Masks, Mats, and Mayhem.
I know British people have terrible teeth.
What do you know about taking off your clothes? You're just a hole from down below in concentration.
Welcome to another edition of Masks, Mats, and Mayhem. I'm your host, the Outlaw LA Red. You can find me on social media at JustinHarvey75. You can find the entire show on social media at MMMShow75. This week has been very, very interesting for me in the fact that I'm very angry. I know I don't look angry because I just got a really fun, awesome message. No, I'm super duper angry, and I'm going to start off hot with this because I want to say real quick though, what you just referenced, the message that you got that made you happy. I just want people to know that Justin runs the MMMShow Twitter. So if a picture of yours got liked by the MMMShow Twitter, it was Justin.
And I also want everyone to know.
Why do you try to be? Go ahead, Casey.
I just want everyone to know that Justin is of legal adult age, so everything Velveteen Dream sends him right now is completely okay.
Wow.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, Meefloaf, anyway, you want to pile on too?
Derailed immediately.
No, I was just doing the aqualung.
I'm sorry, Justin. You said you were angry. I'm actually sad. I'm sad this week.
Casey, you have a segment you want to start the show with. Why don't you go?
Yeah.
Well, no, I got first. I want to address. I'm gonna let Casey do his thing, but I'm gonna cut Byron off right now. Byron thinks that it is some kind of issue that I keep liking photos from Denise Salcedo. What's wrong with that? Denise is awesome. She's super cute. She's a sweetheart, and she always puts us over. I mean, given Kleinrock pays her to put us over, but she still puts us over, and that's fine, right?
We'll take it.
I don't have a problem with her whatsoever. I feel like there was an issue that was brought up. No, I didn't say
you had a problem. I think that you think that I'm a pervert because I keep liking pictures of Denise Salcedo. Does that really make me a pervert?
Yes.
Yes.
God dang it. Fine.
I'm going now.
I don't even have anything
okay,
clever
Casey,
to say.
start us off hot. Now I'm really angry.
Now, actually, wait. Before Casey says something, we look like Battenberg right now. These two sections, Casey and Byron, look the same almost in color, and so does me and Justin.
This is really
in backgrounds, in lighting.
I hope our audio listeners are enjoying this segment right now. Hi,
this is the Battenberg show.
Yeah, audio fucking weirdos. Hey,
look at the shirt that guy is wearing.
Yeah,
that over there
Justin's
is Professor
got his
Casey.
dick out.
Professor
Look at all
Casey.
those. Okay,
what's going on? Lucha Gringo.
I'm sad, Justin, because Kamala died, and that's fucked up.
Oh shit, that's right. That is a catastrophe.
Yeah,
that's awful.
Well, it is awful. It's not a catastrophe. He was on his way.
And I know some people are probably wondering why we're talking about Kamala on a Lucha show. First of all, we love and talk about all wrestling on this show, so suck our dicks if you don't like it. Secondly, he did a lot of work in Mexico. He actually feuded with Mil Mascaras on top for a bit in the early 90s and made some pretty good money there, drew some really good crowds. Managed to do some great numbers. Some of these are actually in the Observer's obituary for Kamala, which is actually really great, really well written. And Dave probably, if he didn't pull that shit together fast, he might have had it in the can because Kamala's been in bad health for a long time. For those of you that don't know, he's had both of his legs removed from diabetes. He's had heart problems with blood pressure as well, but he did end up passing away due to COVID-19. Which motherfuckers, wear your masks.
Wear your masks.
So we lost Kamala. He seemed like the nicest guy in the world. He also seemed like someone the business took advantage of quite a bit because of racial reasons, because he only had a 9th grade education. He didn't negotiate the best terms for himself. And bloodthirsty promoters like Vince McMahon specifically fucked him out of a lot of money that he probably should have got. Like he didn't get royalties on his action figures, things like that.
This is a guy who worked on top for a lot of his career too.
And he had a huge run on top with Hogan.
Yeah.
It didn't make pay-per-views, but that was when house shows were what made the money. And he I think Meltzer said he was like the 4th or 5th top draw against Hulk Hogan overall. Like as far as drawing the most money for the longest amount of time, he's right behind Big Boss Man, who's like right behind Savage and fucking Piper, or something. So it's like really, really huge ones. Then Boss Man, who did super, super well against him, and then Kamala.
Wait a second. All the people that Hogan made money off of. Meef, you have to do it.
Well, I can see why Byron would be upset.
I'm very concerned that if I'm number 5, I'm watching my back.
Exactly.
If I'm number 5, I'm watching my back. Also,
Ashton
Andre. Shit, Flair better look out.
That was much later in his career, and Flair always
fucking earthquake. Okay, I think this is a dark side of the ring in the making right now. Why are all of Hogan's opponents dead?
Is a leg drop that dangerous?
Hogan's done an interview with somebody, and it's going to come out that he's killing all these guys off.
Ultimate Warrior.
Do you know what the deal is?
Cena?
I'm not a big contract.
Hulk Hogan's
lawyer,
cursed.
But what if there's stipulation that there's a talent cut of the royalties of those matches, and it's split? Obviously, it'll be like 90 Hogan, 10 whoever else. But Hogan probably needs some scratch right now. He's had some issues. So what if his cut becomes 100%?
If the person dies. What if he's killing all his opponents and taking their energy, and not like the Highlander, but like the One, so that at the end he's fighting 100 Hulk Hogans and he says, "No, brother, you're my bitch, dude."
Just notice that we're mentioning a Jet Li film before we mention a Bruce Lee film.
Yeah, a garbage Jet Li
stop
film.
It with this.
For garbage.
No,
people.
we're bringing this up, Meefloaf, because this is part of why I've been so pissed this week. Meefloaf watched Enter the Dragon this week and had the nerve to say that the shit wasn't very good.
Meefloaf is
what
banned.
is that?
Meefloaf is banned from the show.
Wow. I feel like the denizens of Deliciousness need to solve this for us. I feel like the denizens of Deliciousness. You got us all out of order now. What is this shuffleboard?
I know,
shit?
but now we're back in order.
What's going on?
Sorry,
Okay,
I didn't think it through.
Listen,
DVD
denizens of
collection behind me.
Deliciousness, if you're out there and you're listening, and this is as much bullshit as the majority of the hosts of this show think it is, I need to know: Bruce Lee, Jet Li, or Donnie Yen?
Donnie Yen.
You guys tell me.
We should do a poll on the Twitter.
Honestly, Jet Li and Donnie Yen shouldn't even be on the list. We should be talking Bruce Lee versus Sonny Chiba, because I thought this show was made for real G's. But Bruce Lee's still better than Sonny Chiba, because Sonny Chiba, while great actor, stuntman, and God, did not bring the philosophy, did not bring the real martial arts know-how that Bruce Lee did not single-handedly create mixed martial arts in the opening scene of Enter the Dragon.
But did it?
Did not
film like 5 movies that got made into 50 movies?
No. You're thinking Godfrey Ho.
Godfrey Ho. Yeah, that's a skill.
That is a skill.
Yeah.
That's why he teaches in film school now.
Can I legally do that with anything I've ever filmed? Turn it into like 5 other ninja movies?
Dude,
yes.
Okay, if you don't turn
But only ninja movies.
Dude, if you don't turn Bates Haunting into a ninja movie this weekend, I am going to be really pissed off at you.
I mean, I have some spare time. I can send you some video clips of me jumping over things.
Yeah, put on your pajamas.
Byron, is there
first.
any place you can still see Bates Haunting? My friend Candace wanted to watch it, and I didn't know where she could find it.
It's still on Tubi, right?
Yeah, I'm on Tubi TV. You could find me.
Oh, you're on Tubi. It's free, just like watching Lucha Underground.
It is on
Transfer 6.
He tried me to get me to pay for that.
My movie.
You guys can go watch Transfer 6 right now and watch my horrible, horrible death scene.
Oh, is that why you brought up my movie just to segue to your death
No,
scene?
my friend legitimately asked me, and I don't know anything about your life or really care. So for me to have that information, I have to ask you because I don't know. Like, I give a shit what you do.
You give a shit. That's why you're asking.
Justin, I'm your streaming expert. I'm hurt you didn't ask me first because
You know what's going to happen? Justin looks at his phone
Casey,
and
I would have
smiles.
asked you if I listen, Casey, I would have asked you if I wanted like real insider good information about an honest to God horror movie.
An actual horror film.
About Byron's movie, I go straight to the source of all the.
I gotta say,
I heard
actually-
Byron's film is a horror because it is a horror, not actually because it's a horror film.
we're just told
like Byron's movie. I actually like Byron's movie to the point that I forced my friends to watch it during a horror convention when we could have been doing anything else.
That was
So,
fun. The cool thing about that was, the first half of the movie isn't that great. The second half is the third act. Overall, it's like 70 minutes long with credits. And so they did some weird scheduling where people were showing up for like a horror shorts segment block halfway through my movie. So people walked into the theater right when my movie started actually getting decent. And then they sat down and watched it. And then
take you wherever you can get it.
No,
Right,
what was
listen.
awesome is it was a film thing that rejected Byron. They're like, we'll play it alone, but we're not putting it in Screamfest. And then Screamfest was after it. So it was like he was better than part of it. It was amazing.
Fuck
Whatever
Screamfest.
works.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Look, we gotta take a quick break. But when we come back, I really want to talk about why I want to face fuck Brody Lee with a baseball bat.
He is handsome.
we'll get to that and our Lucha Underground review and all our
Hold on.
several other. What, Byron? What?
All right,
Why am
do
I
it
holding
again.
on?
Go ahead, do it again. I couldn't.
Oh
hear
yeah,
you.
and we'll be right back shortly. But first, we need to hear from the lovely Denise Salcedo over in Lucha Central with this week's Lucha Central Podcast Network update. Was that too creepy?
I don't know.
Wash
You
my
put it
hands.
like that. I kind of think she saw it now.
Hey everyone, it's Denise Salcedo here in Lucha Central with a reminder of where and when to catch all of the great network content this week. Monday, Business of the Business returns as Master Public President Kevin Kleinrock welcomes artist Jesse Hernandez, better known to many as Urban Aztec, to the show. The two will talk about both sides of Jesse's works in the licensing game, creating original designs for prints, toys, and apparel, and working with everyone from Bay Area sports teams and Marvel to Master Public and the WWE, merging his signature style with some of the biggest properties on the planet. On Tuesday on Mass Mats and Mayhem, the crew takes aim at an AEW star they are throwing up on the wall of shame for what they say is stealing from a former Lucha Underground star. Then they even take aim at Lucha Underground itself, calling Season 1, Episode 15 trash, and debate Texano's use of the TV series, plus lots more. Check out the premiere video stream Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern on the Lucha Central YouTube channel and at luchacentral.com. Then listen to it on your favorite podcast platform every Wednesday. This Tuesday night, live on WrestleBossLive.com, Fabi Chulo is back to talk pro wrestling and MMA. Coming off a huge victory at the Fight to Win grappling tournament, John Thomas joins the show to talk about how wrestling has helped his jiu-jitsu game, and then luchador Steve Payne will join the show to talk about his experiences in SoCal, AAA, Lucha Underground, and more. Visit WrestleBossLive.com Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific to listen live or call in with questions or download the show on podcast platforms on Wednesdays. Wednesday nights live on Facebook, it's Spanish show La Mesa de los Márgaros, giving you both the news and the chisme from around the lucha world. Special guests and a whole lot of fun make it one of the most talked about shows in Mexico. This week, things get a little extreme as Lunatics Extreme grabs a seat at the table and the crew talk Lucha Extrema in Mexico. Plus, you never know who else may stop by unannounced. Thursdays, it's straight out of the bodega with Papo Esco and PWR promoter Gabriel Ramirez. This week, 2 of the PWR Training Academy's top prospects, Charisma and Gavilan, pull up to the spot to talk about learning the Lucha Libre style, how the pandemic has led to distance learning even for pro wrestlers, and getting things back and running at the academy. The life of a Lucha Libre trainee is not often explored, and even I'm really looking forward to this one. On Friday, it's your double dose of Lucha Central Weekly podcast, one in English y el otro en español. Lucha Central Weekly is where you'll find all the top stories of the week, both inside and out of the ring from Mexico and anywhere luchadores are in action across the globe. This week, both shows update you on the upcoming CMLL pay-per-view and their big annual Aniversario event, along with a look at this coming weekend's WWE NXT TakeOver and SummerSlam events, which includes the in-ring debut of El Príncipe Misterio, Dominic. Plus, on Lucha Central Weekly in English, AAA Superestrella Mr. Iguana gives his first English interview. Be sure to subscribe and follow all your favorite Lucha Central Network series on your favorite podcast platforms. And please be sure to give a rating and review to help more fans find the shows that you love. For now, this is Denise Salcedo signing off from Lucha Central Central. Have a great week, everyone.
Thank you, Denise. Thank you. I personally appreciated everything that you said about all of those shows. It made me want to really invest my time in watching other shows on the Lucha Central Podcast Network this week, mostly because in all of those shows, we get to hear a break from Denise Salcedo. And that makes me feel very happy.
I feel very uncomfortable.
All right, so let's talk about in our Lucha Underground rewind this week.
Skip it.
No, I thought you wanted to talk about
should we just skip it? It's episode 15 of season 1. Should we just?
I thought you wanted to talk about the other thing first.
It was a pretty good episode. There was a kiss with Phoenix and Katrina.
There
Evie did
was.
a promo.
As
Helico got a bit rapey.
As uncomfortable as Justin made me feel with the Denise bit earlier,
What?
this show made me feel more uncomfortable. Whoever wrote this episode specifically was really having some problems with women this week.
So yeah, they call this episode an eye for an eye, but they should call this episode
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right? I don't know.
You should call it rapey rape.
It was a weird one.
Yeah.
What was weird? What was weird about it?
Okay.
There was rapey. There was beating women, grabbing them by the hair, choking them.
Let's take it. Let's take it from the top. Let's take it from the top. Let's just do it. And we've teased it enough. And I was seriously considering just skipping over this whole bizarre chapter in the history of Lucha Underground. But
there's a DQ.
Season 1, episode 15, an eye for an eye of Lucha Underground. You can watch it right now on Tubi, or 10 million other different ways you can watch it.
Daily Motion.
Legally, there's only one, which is DVD.
So when you are
other one will
Tubi TV is legal. You get ad revenue off of it.
Tubi's legal. Yeah, no, it's up on Tubi right now. So watch them before they go away, before that deal runs out. I don't know how long that deal goes. But anyway, first of all, this show started off with, I don't know, I'm pretty sure what is the longest recap in fucking history.
Yeah, because we needed to see the whole Big Rick segment again.
We need to see it twice, to be fair.
The entire history of, I feel like we watched Big Rick come out of his mother's womb. There was so much fucking recap.
You know why they did that? It's because when he showed up, the payoff was nothing. So they needed more Big Rick material.
Yeah, because he just looked around with an eye patch on.
Yeah, see, his Lucha Underground deal was to fill specific amounts of minutes. So they just thought, if we keep on using him in the recaps, we fulfill his deal, he can leave.
It was a hot story with a hot character and a super hot promo. And he's a WWE name, so people will recognize him. And they built him up a whole bunch. And then the payoff at the end of the episode is he just kind of walks out and doesn't do anything. So I guess they needed to get a little bit more, for the money.
So you're saying it was on par with Bale's first appearance in Lucha Underground?
No, you could actually see him though. You can see Big Rick on this. You see his face.
I feel it's so sad that Bale is ruined. Like, I love Cholo. Ricky Reyes is they saw something in him and they gave him the acting gig too with the other guy, but it feels like, why isn't Bale getting more featured? Why is he?
I don't know.
The other guy,
B-Boy got put on some kind of status. Somebody didn't like him. I don't know
what
happened there.
Maybe they
Big
knew
Boy's
they were
dope,
going to
though.
kill him from day one. Spoilers.
Probably. Spoilers. Anyway, you know what else I really, really hate? I really, really hate when they introduce a wrestler and point out repeatedly that their valet is not there, because that's not telling us that something's going to happen. That was the stupidest thing ever. And here comes Mil Muertes without Katrina, because Katrina's not here. And if Katrina was here, then maybe something with Katrina would happen. Katrina E. It was just like, okay, we get it.
Imagine if this was your first episode. You would think Katrina was like Poochie on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Did she die on the way back to her home planet? What happened?
It's definitely something that you bring up because you notice it. But it's like when you watch a recap on a series and they only recap not what happened last week, but all like the 3 or 4 plot points that are going to pay off on this episode. They're like, oh, that guy who disappeared 4 episodes ago. You're showing me something about him now. Yeah,
that's so funny when they do that. And it's like, it's all quite obvious that guy's returning this week. It's like, why would you do that? Why the fuck would you do?
And this is an edit thing too, because clearly it wasn't this bad when they filmed it. But I mean, Stryker and Vampiro were selling it all the wrong ways too. So maybe it was bad from the beginning. Anyway, Casey, we were talking last week about this whole concept of getting Rudos over in Lucha Underground, and Mil Muertes at this point in time, definitely not getting over quite the same as Pentagon, but this is another instance of like, all of a sudden you've got a Rudo that is full on over with the crowd, getting the chance. And if they wanted this guy to be a bad guy Rudo, putting him up against Chavo Guerrero obviously would not be the call. So clearly they wanted to get him over and have him still be a Rudo, right?
Well, I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do because it was unsuccessful, whatever it was, because Chavo took the whole fucking match and it just made Mil Muertes look like shit. And I realized it was to try to get over the power of the stone. Like, if she doesn't have it out there, he's fucked. Yeah. But it was fucking stupid. It is too early to be humanizing Mil Muertes and showing this much of weakness. And Chavo took the whole fucking match. Oh, gee, who was the agent for this one, Chavo? I blame you.
I have no idea.
It's just, and it's weird because it's the thing that we talk about with, that I was talking about with AEW a while ago, setup and payoff. Like, they're trying to do a payoff with the stone without properly setting it up. Like, how many times did you see Mil Muertes be invincible by it? Like, how many times do you see Undertaker be revived by the urn before someone takes it and makes him weak?
2 years, Byron. It was at least 2 years.
I also can't blame Chavo because we all know that Chavo came from an era where if you get a chance to book yourself, you put yourself over no matter what, or else you get stepped on by Hulk Hogan, Vince Russo, and anybody who is near either of them.
By the way,
so I can't totally blame him. It's like, he's the producer on a show. Yeah, why not put yourself over a little bit?
I mean, and I'm sure he wasn't trying to I'm sure he was following the directions what they thought was a good idea. I don't think necessarily the way the match was put together was the bad thing. I think it was a directive of how the match should have gone, and that probably comes up from higher above. Like now, you said, Casey,
The part of it that I did like, though, was seeing every dirty family trick that the Guerreros have kind of getting used. There was like that middle section that was fairly entertaining. And Stryker, of course, hit it a little too on the head by calling out every single one. But it was still fun. I popped for it. It was kind of a fun little walk down memory lane and getting to see Chavo kind of in his own light, do the family business. It was fun.
Yeah.
I loved all that stuff. I just felt like it was the wrong match for it, honestly, because I really do like Chavo. I think he's a great wrestler, and I think that he does cool shit. It's just, don't do cool shit against the monster that's supposed to rip everyone's heads off just yet.
Yeah, they shouldn't have they shouldn't have done that to Mil.
And also, Chavo doesn't have too much to do with the actual booking, because after he received the flatliner on the Amigo that he brought into the ring, he gets denied the lick of death. So, and clearly, if he was really, really booking himself, he would have absolutely.
Well, I felt like Phoenix was really loving his job this week.
Did you see Phoenix after Katrina just went inside of his mouth?
Yeah.
Phoenix
so
was
look,
just
the whole
like,
point is,
yeah, he broke kayfabe. He was just jumping in his boots.
Yeah. And he has
yeah.
lipstick
if
all
he
over
really
the whole
broke
side of his
kayfabe,
face.
if he'd really broken kayfabe, I mean, there would have been some serious boner going on there.
Shot,
That was
shot waist up, shot waist up.
Yeah,
we
if
see
he
that
shot
2
it
seasons
way,
And
later.
that was a very wise camera choice. That was the smartest camera choice they possibly could have made for anyone in the audience at that particular moment, because that was softcore porn. That was
I don't
It's not
even think.
the
I think,
Alamo sign; it's the tent that he's pitching. You know, like
I think
Animo.
when they originally did this, they may have practiced the peck or whatever. But because this looked like it took him by surprise.
Katrina's never kissed someone on the show or faced anyone on the show without her tongue.
Well, you know what
Yeah.
they say, hold it back until you're going live, and then when the red light's on, give it everything you got. And
Well, like
So-
in the
wow,
Christmas.
they should have
Hey,
handed out condoms at that taping. I don't know. That was
What
pretty.
would have been
raunchy.
funny is that what if he really didn't like her in real life and then started vomiting uncontrollably? Like you would have to reverse it.
Oh, Casey, that's
Oh.
gross.
So there was another match, right?
There's a storyline.
This one ended in a
we'll get to
DQ.
it too. So this one ended in a DQ, and the real moral of the story here is the power of this stone. So now we are finally getting into some of the mystical powers. And as we're rewatching this, I don't know if I've heard it before this episode, but this was the first time that the crowd, I recall, being called the Believers. Was this the first time, Casey? That you know of?
I tune out the commentary too much. I don't know.
I want to say it was 2 episodes ago. I want to say I've heard it,
It might have
but
been.
not emphasized. I think it was kind of, we got the Believers until it was a pass away comment, whereas now it's actually emphasized.
Yeah, it's an actual thing at this point. And it's a valid thing too, because the crowd has actually become a character of its own at this point, and an uncontrollable character that is completely unscripted until, DJ and Evie Dub started begging people in the crowd to play ball with things that were a little more arable.
Casey, you got to tell them they can't say Johnny Puto anymore.
Johnny Puto. I mean, it was a thing. It was really, really a thing. So after the tonsillectomy, we got to the first vignette with the Black Lotus break-in.
Yeah,
The lattice.
Yeah,
Lattice.
The lattice.
I wonder if
triad.
she got paid per episode, because man, Angela Fong just gets to show up and do the smallest amount of stuff, but still have the most major impact. It's kind of amazing.
This segment was her walking upstairs. That's all.
Yeah.
That's it.
She did dive off the cage at some point.
Look,
She
I
earned
would
it.
love to have had her paycheck in Lucha Underground. She got paid to do not a whole heck of a lot. And it's not that she's not capable of more. It's just the way that they wrote it. They were super deliberate.
full series.
And what a long-term plan there. Anyway, vignette number 2, Dario and the crew. And he basically wants them to hurt the freaks. I don't know why you would call Sexy Star a freak.
Can I also bring up the fact that we've covered how only so many people can talk on the show? And then you have
this show?
On Lucha Underground.
It's clearly been lifted by this point.
that thing.
Yeah, and then
Well,
you have Dario doing a promo to 3 people, right? They don't respond the whole time. They get one line basically saying, yes, we understand, right? And knowing that to be able to talk in the promos is such a big deal. And knowing, having talked to Cholo, he's totally cool and he can do his thing. He's got a promo on the show in the ring. And I'm sure Bale can, talk like a normal human being too. I'm sure he's cool. Then they have, but what they do is they have Ricky Reyes respond, and he's like, yeah, sure.
There's one name you got to remember, Byron.
Do fire promos, by the way. B-Boy can cut a promo.
Yeah,
There's one
but
way you got to remember, Cortez Castro.
but at least do a take 2. The guy said, like he was caught off guard, like it was his turn to talk.
Okay.
But really, are you really going to waste more tape on that? I don't know. At a certain point, you're just like, yeah, it's fine. Just let it go. Evie Dub had seen the whole rest of the episode at that point. He knew that it was a garbage episode anyway. He was just like, whatever, just leave it in. It's funny to me. Make him rub the bull's head. Whatever. So then we get. I mean, unless you guys want to talk about this promo more, because it was sad.
No,
it was sad. Like, we get it.
No, yeah. We got Evie in the ring.
We get Gold Pants Evie. This was the first appearance of the Gold Pants, which she wore several times,
which are great.
Very over with the crowd.
I'm glad that Byron texted me to point that out, because I would have not ever noticed that. And
these are made from a very wonderful material.
I actually really like this promo. I love the emasculation of Son of Havoc. I don't particularly have any issue with this at all. I love the female empowerment angle. Of the promo.
Did they completely shit on 2 minutes later? Yes.
Yeah, I love that she came out there and said that, if he's such a bitch, she'll just fight his battles for him. Calls out Angelico. We all know and love Angelico. And then we get to hear a little bit of the bizarre Afrikaner Dutch accent of Angelico, which is kind of cool.
We get
Hey there,
fucking
Is me in love with me? That doesn't sound like him, really. I can't do it.
That's the hardest accent to do. You guys know I love to do accents. I don't even try.
It was really weird. It was really weird at first, but it's cool now. Yeah, it was weird though, because Evie's been coming out saying she's tougher than anyone. She looks tougher than anyone, and she beats everyone up. And she comes out and says, "I'm tougher. I'm going to fight this guy, and I'm going to beat him up." And then she's booked in a match to be scared by the big, strong man.
And this wasn't a match, Byron. That's the problem. This was a shitty skit that went on too long.
This was a WWE skit. That's what I've got.
This is a poorly acted boogeyman skit with the Angelico unfortunately put in the role of the boogeyman.
But it doesn't make any sense, because they're doing this whole, like, he's this cute, sexy African guy, and, does he want to fight her or fuck her kind of storyline through the whole match. And he's not trying to fight her at first, and she's just getting in really slow Son of Havoc-esque shots every now and then, and they're just playing it out forever.
But we can say that it's been discussed on this show before. This specific match got everyone a lot of heat with the crowd, and I don't mean the wrestlers. I mean the creative. The people
I feel like
going
there was another match that went further, because this is the match.
We're not there yet.
No, because they didn't really play it up or cover it in the shots and commentary. But this, I believe, objective of this match was the whole match, and Angelico was going to get Evie in certain positions to piss off Son of Havoc, and then Son of Havoc kicks him and costs him the match. So that's that dynamic. But they didn't really show Angelico really like taunting Son of Havoc so much. And then there's going to be another one, I think, that's more between Son of Havoc and Ivelisse, where there's a lot more. You would think
that if they were going to do that, then Evie wouldn't win. Like, the bump and the roll-up pin was also fucking horrendous. This was a stupid match.
Guys, what week is it?
2/3 of these people
of this season. We're on episode 12, 13?
15.
I'm already sick of roll-up finishes. Already sick of them.
Yeah.
And there have been about 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Not DPs, DQs.
Oh.
They're called DQs, not DPs.
DQs. I said DQs.
Byron's just getting excited about him and Son of Havoc.
Anyway, so but there was a whole
the shish kebab, that man.
There's a thing where they.
In fact, wait a minute, Byron. I've never seen you in the same place as Son of Havoc.
It's okay, I have.
If you put on a mask.
No, dude, I've been like cheering ringside when Son of Havoc goes through like a armoire table full.
Are you Son of Sadness?
We've seen him with Son of Havoc before. We've never seen him with Son of Madness.
I've talked to him before. Madness. I've been there.
No, maybe Byron was the third member of the biker gang.
Byron, remember when we were cheering the skeletons so much they started beating Son of Havoc up right in front of us at Ultima Lucha 1?
Do you remember that time you made Son of Havoc cry?
That was Ricky Mandel's skeleton. He knows what's up.
All right, I'm going to move past this one. This one was a dud.
Yeah.
This match was a dud. I'm glad they got camera time, but this was not the way to do it. Texano interview with Vamp in Espanol, and I'm going to translate this whole interview for you. I'm a top guy. Alberto stole my belt. That's the translation of the entire interview.
You only translated one side. The other one's like, brother, if I was in the ring, you'd be serving me my dinner, brother. Yeah. I don't like your attitude. I say this every week, brother.
Play my fucking music.
Did Vampiro get tough with him on this one?
He wanted.
He tried
to. It worked so much better with Cage. I got where he was going. I dig that he did the interview with him in Spanish, and I love that they just put the interview out there in Spanish. I thought that was a good look for
He's
Texano
like, you like to talk shit, brother. You're trying to bring that big dick energy, brother.
They're not giving Texano really. They're giving him a little bit of backstory, but I think they could have given him more motivation, a little more of like, you know, fuck Alberto. I'm going to prove myself up here. You know, I think he should have cut a little more of a promo other than, I'm a top guy somewhere. You guys have to believe I'm a top guy and I'm taking my belt back. I mean, that is
what would have been even better. Would have been somebody doing
bullshit wrestling.
Someone should have done a promo, like a promotional piece about how much of a big star he was in AAA, rather than like him kind of saying a little interview with thing, but it should have been like an actual, you know, Texano's coming in. Texano is like the blah blah, and like beefed him up with that. They should have done a thing for him.
Why didn't he get the fucking 4-week lead up like Cage did? Like it would have.
Yeah,
it would have paid dividends.
Surprise.
I know that as we'll see with Texano over these 4 series.
It's a surprise. It's a good surprise. Like I'm,
you know why
bringing him in. I just don't like this segment.
I bet they weren't expecting to. They didn't know who they were going to get until AAA said, "Hey, have Texano." That's probably why we didn't get a build, honestly.
I don't even mind the build. I just mean this episode when they decide to have that sit-down promo. Rather than having that, they should just had somebody sat there going, holy fuck, we've Texano's here. Texano's a big deal, you know?
This reads completely like a last-minute decision from Dorian that he wanted to put the belt over. He could have given a fuck about Alberto or Texano. He just wanted to put the belt
honestly,
over.
Though, when in the history of this show did they ever use Texano properly?
Never.
He should have had.
There's like
he had some. No, he had some good moments. Obviously, with Holly, that was quite fun. But we all know. I mean,
he had that promo that never went anywhere, where he was in the bar fucking people up. That was the shit.
That was great.
And that's what we should have got.
He had a match like 2 weeks after that. That was really good. You know, and didn't he get Daga once? That was really good. I can barely remember now.
Yeah, he's had a lot of good matches, but they still treat him like he's lower mid card at best.
Right. He should have been.
He did good matches, but never had good promos.
He was getting booked under Son of Havoc. I rest my case.
True.
Yeah, I mean, in this promo, I thought they did a good job of showing the clips of him. I thought that was cool for me as not being that familiar. But just like with Cage, though, these guys are speaking in like just very 2-dimensional cliches. There's nothing to them. And it worked with Cage. You know, but
I
can say this. This was definitely Texano versus Superfly was 100% the best match on this episode.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, Texano to me looked like Rick Rude, except he knew how to base for Lucha Libre, and it was kind of fun. Like, I loved his style in this match.
He reminds me of how his dad worked. And if you guys want to see more of how his dad worked, a lot of the wing stuff that's been showing up on YouTube lately has a tag team called Los Cowboys on it, which is Texano Sr. and Silver King as a tag team. And they kick fucking ass. And they were wing tag team champions. Traded the belts back and forth with the Headhunters a couple times. Really cool shit.
I think I've only seen one of those matches. I need a Casey's match of the week, man. Send me some shit. Post it. I want to see one.
I kind of hate watching wrestling unless if I have to.
But this isn't wrestling we're talking about. We're talking about wing now.
You don't have to watch it. You just have to tell us what to watch.
Okay, that works.
But he likes to watch it first to quality control it, because if he watches it and there's some bullshit in there, he's not going to let us watch it.
That's
you know
true.
that, right?
Casey, what was the stable he had?
The Missionaries of Death.
Yes, because then obviously Texano carried it on, didn't he, as well, with Phantasma from
CMLL.
And
he's actually wearing one of the shirts in this promo that they showed. Yeah. It's
that cool skull and crossbones in it with that kind of different shaped skull. It's really good. I love that.
Yeah, it looks kind of like the Captain Harlock skull a little bit. It's pretty. Now I just revealed myself to be a huge fucking nerd knowing what that looks like.
Yeah, that was the reveal.
It's also very similar to the old El Phantasma one that he had, which was based on the Phantom's Ring.
A funny thing about this episode for me on the rewatch is when I first saw this, I was super jazzed on Alberto El Patron coming into the show, especially as the champ, cutting the promo. And then this other guy showed up and it's like, oh, that has to be like, I guess the number 2 AAA guy who's going to come in and put him over. And I didn't think much of Texano, especially with this promo and how they were booking him through watching him over the seasons in Lucha Underground and then starting to watch more AAA. Now it's reversed. Now when I watch the show again, I'm like, oh man, I hope Texano gets him. Even though
it's like, what's so hard about saying we'll use this guy like he's the Mexican Stan Hansen? Where did that? Why did we get that?
Yeah, that would have been great.
Oh man, I like Texano's finisher in this match too. I don't know that I had seen him do exactly this in AAA before this. I don't know if this is something new that he brought up.
No, me and Byron talked about
neck breaker suplex thing. I feel like Superfly actually came up with that spot for this match. I don't know. I don't.
He did his usual finisher, which is the kind of the leg lariat. He did that before. Yeah, but he does that really well because he gets real height on it, and he also like palms, so it actually looks like something rather than the other guy taking it, eating it. It actually looks like he's actually done it as a move. But yeah, I've not seen him use that one before.
The suplex neck breaker thing was kind of sweet on the knee.
I thought it was a botch.
Maybe it was. Maybe that's why I was like, that's so unique because that's not the way it was supposed to happen. I don't know. I liked it. That's all I can say.
It was like a Yushi-Goroshi where like you flip the guy onto his neck on your knee and then you pick him up for a neck breaker, which is kind of like...
But it came from like a suplex position, not like the Yushi-Goroshi. It was like from the side, from a suplex almost. It was
the Yushi-Goroshi still breaks my brain, dude. I don't understand that move. Physics, I don't know.
It's such a great move. It's like even when it's Goto wrestling a match and he hits the Yushi-Goroshi 3 different ways, and then you're like, okay, I understand that he won this match. It makes sense to me.
No, but he hasn't really won the match until his opponent's more over than him, no matter what. So,
well, let's see. God. Then we get a little Alberto El Patron dust up,
beat down,
and security. What's really so disappointing about this was I didn't recognize any of these jobbers that were working security this time.
No,
that's no fun.
No,
I think that they were people that normally wear masks that weren't wearing masks.
Oh,
I'm not going to say that someone mentioned that on one of her earlier shows. So don't.
I didn't recognize any of them. So maybe they're people who normally wear masks that I haven't seen without their masks. But.
Right. They may or may not have been guests. Yeah.
Interesting. So it was Excalibur and somebody named Jonathan running out.
Yeah. Oh God.
It reminds me of a funny story. J-Man from Lesser Heels wanted to buy a mask from one of the mask guys, and out in like the area where you're hanging out, the mask guy that J-Man had been talking to was maskless and totally kayfabed him. J-Man,
but he did tell him it was him later.
Yeah, I told him later. Totally kayfabed him in person.
That's amazing. Comes back with the mask on. Yeah, like that was me the whole time, you dumbass. That's awesome.
It's like same shirt. Hi, I'm someone else.
I will say in J-Man's defense that he knows what a lot more luchadors look like without masks than I do. I only know a few.
I know too many. I try to avert my eyes. I'm like,
did you guys know that? Did you know last week I watched?
What, you get. Everybody talking.
I was watching last week. I was watching the show. I almost said too much last week and blew my cover. But I was watching the show, and then it cuts to commercial, and I don't know why. I think I was tired or something. Like, oh, that was a fun show, and I turned the TV off. And then we're recapping it, and I was thinking, man, I thought this was the episode where El Patron actually does the promo, but I didn't see him do the promo. And then you guys are like, he does the promo, and Texano comes out. Like, I don't remember this.
You're an idiot.
Dear Lord, Byron.
But did you find a nice trip on Expedia.com?
Wow.
During that commercial break?
Oh man. Well, This episode has been so good so far that Krista Joseph and Eric Van Wagenen decided to just do a bunch more vignettes because the rest of the show was
God, all
so
thrown
hard.
into one. It's all thrown into one as well. It's really fucking bad.
Dario and Cage. Dario gives Cage the business that technically Puma is still the champion because you know how much Dario cares about rules.
The gods will not be happy.
Yeah, and then Dario comes up with a great idea that you've never seen in any wrestling promotion that airs on Monday nights for 3 hours of, if you can win a non-title match next week, then you'll get a real title match. My least favorite thing ever.
Okay, Justin. What if he said? What if he said
show tours? But come on.
Let me tell you, Cage. Tell me if you like this one better. Let me tell you, Cage. You will get your title shot if you suck my dick like you've never sucked before. Would you have been better with that?
As long as he dipped it in the whiskey first.
I feel like
interesting
in this specific instance, you can rationalize it because Cage had came in and got a match without really earning it, and then he ended up getting himself DQ'd and threw it out. So I do get, all right. So you can face him like you want to, but you don't get a title shot unless you win this match. But it's just such a beatdown trope, and we have two WWE writers writing this show.
But like, if you're gonna do a match that gets you qualified for a title match, it shouldn't be against the champion. If the champion
should be against another guy,
the belt is on the line.
I've always hated non-title matches. I think it's growing up watching WCW that made me hate non-title matches. Like, remember when Cactus Jack attacked Sting? And they had that awesome Falls Count Anywhere match at Beach Blast.
Yes.
They made that shit a non-title match. And I think the reason they did is because they were still using the NWA Championship, but they didn't want their title defended in that kind of match behind the scenes, which is fucking stupid and antiquated and all that. But Sting was going to win anyway. So who gives a shit? Make it a title match. He's going to fucking win.
Speaking of
fun, you know who's going to win.
That was sort of brought up,
which is what they used to do way back in the day on the house show lead up to the big pay per view, like to WrestleMania 2 and 3 and 4.
Yeah, they just wrestled the match.
They would, and you know, the guy who already had the belt would just win every single time, and then eventually they'd get to the pay per view, and then they'd decide. And
unless you want to do like
still win,
you do a DQ or count out if it was like a bad guy with the title, and then everything's fine.
I literally saw Macho Man versus Hogan, and it was the exact same match that was at WrestleMania 4 weeks later. Like exactly the same match. The only thing different was the finish. That's the way they used to do it for house show.
I saw Stone Cold versus The Rock, and it was just after The Rock had stolen the Smoking Skull belt.
No.
And basically, Prince Nazim Hamid came out because it was in Sheffield. And he was like, I'm going to help Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight. And he's, The Rock's not leaving here with his belt. And then Prince Nazim Hamid did not come out whatsoever during the fight. And Stone Cold and The Rock had about 5 finishes each done during the match. And The Rock won. Because,
that's about right.
Going to keep the belt. He's not going to change hands in a random house show in Sheffield.
Prince Nazim was my favorite boxer for like 2 months.
By the way, since Casey brought up the NWA belt, it's a funny thing because WCW was using the NWA championship for a while, and then they got their own. They had the whole like split title or like WCW International title, and then WCW World title, and then Ron Simmons recently hit the anniversary of him winning the championship. Recently passed, becoming the first Black World Champion, I believe, and then. The NWA belt, though, continued on into TNA. And I forgot who brought it up, but Ron Killings
I
brought it up. Ron Killings, K-Quick, is R-Truth is the first NWA Black champion.
And last.
And last.
Yeah. Yes.
That's wild.
22 years ago.
You can't get any blacker than R-Truth, so why have another one? Like that is the best that you can possibly do. You can't go past it. You can't exceed R. Killing as your first black champion. Like you've done it at that point in time. What? I'm dead serious.
That's
Like
amazing.
you cannot go past that. Anybody who absolutely can't stand that there was a black champion hates it even more that it was.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, true.
Oh my God! Like you can't make any more people more upset than that.
And the best thing is it was,
where's he from again? Where's he?
Kowtows to it. He never does anything but be 100% black all the time. He comes in rapping. He's like,
he's from the deep south ending as well.
I don't even know, but it doesn't
got that,
matter. Like, yeah. And I think that's great. I love it. I love the fact that he is their first and only black heavyweight world champion.
The epitome of their Antichrist.
No, but I mean, people, or there might be just people who are too young fans now. Like R-Truth was legit for the longest time in TNA. He was
legit.
He's still legit. He's doing the comedy gimmick now, and like great. Like everything he's in is gold.
No, back then he was fucking pissed off at everything, and it kicked ass.
He had like, as a serious fighter, like he even had a great heel run against Cena.
Ron the Truth Killings.
Back then, he was also broke as fuck and never got paid. Now he's a millionaire, so he can do comedy bits and have
and does his own show.
Speaking of roll-ups, all of his matches are like a punchline and a roll-up.
Always. But he always gets in that one nice drop kick. He always gets in that one nice spinning drop kick, man. And that shit still looks pretty as hell. And he's
every once in a while he'll break out the fucking shotgun, which I love that move. The suplex into the stunner. I fucking love that move. He does it once.
He has to be 73 years old, and he still is in better shape than everyone else.
Him and Road Dogg's rapping career. That was amazing.
Oh yeah, that shit was good too. That was probably the most.
Go move some things. Go move some things. Get rowdy.
Anyway,
suffocate quicken the dog to get rowdy.
So we do find out.
You didn't know? You better call somebody.
Oh yeah,
we do find out that Dario is going to replace the belt. I think that is the important part of this segment. And then Chavo, this is the best heel turn on top of the heel turn from the heel turn, because there's no bigger bitch move than to walk into your boss's office on national television and quit like a hoe. It's just the most amazing thing ever.
I also love Dario completely no-selling it and not giving a shit at all.
Well, we
like Dario was sitting there like, right, you're quitting. You're a producer on the show. We all know that you're not quitting. This is stupid. Like Dario is sitting there like in complete disbelief of this entire moment.
Like the teenager. I'm running away.
He's like,
I really wanted Dario to just turn to the camera and look right into the lens and be like, who writes this shit?
No, he probably said after that Mil Muertes match, good riddance.
Yeah.
So Dario actually says in the scene, I wish you the best, and the door is always open. And then, we get back to the real plot line, which is the belt, where Dario says the gods are not going to be pleased with this.
Is this where we get to the
time? This is the first time you get a reference to the gods where it doesning feel like it's some ethereal mysticism thing, like that the gods might actually be a real incarnate thing. This is the first time I ever got that.
Is this where we also get to see Lattice?
Yes, Black Lattice in vignette number 5, because we're just running them together because the rest of the show's garbage here.
If you were wondering how the women were treated this episode so far, we end this segment with her getting a bag put over her head and dragged away.
Yeah. It's like one of those Michael Hutchins kind of things, right? She into that kind of stuff.
David Carradine, maybe some fish
Wasn't
nets.
there a moment where? By the way, in the
one that whoever this person was, because we don't know.
Something that's interesting is that in the Mill match, they do the spot where he grabs Katrina by the neck. And we've seen on the show in the vignettes that she's invincible as well, and that it isn't the assault that we normally associate it with.
But she can't teleport yet for some reason. She hasn't done that.
She sort of may have teleported.
Do you think that maybe she's not doing that because it might all be a setup?
And she might not have her powers yet.
But the point I'm making is the live crowd didn't know that. They don't know that she's some... They haven't listened to the MVP podcast yet and know that she's been around for 1,000 years.
Yeah, they know she's a ghost that
Oh yeah.
So basically, what we're saying here is that this episode is super duper rapey and not very good for women's rights and women in wrestling in general. Considering we have like super weird rapey activities with Angelico and Ivelisse, and then we have Katrina getting kind of thrown around and choked out, even though she looked like she liked it. But that's also kind of sexist as well, making her seem like she liked it because maybe she did.
Sexy Star gets called a freak.
And then
Sexy Star gets busted in the mouth.
Hold on. I'm getting there. And then we have Lotus getting a bag put over her head.
Yeah.
And now, to save all women, because every woman is sexy and every woman is a star, we get a match where Sexy Star puts it over on the crew for like 43% of the match.
Yeah,
and gets busted open hard way in the mouth. In the process.
Pimpy gets hit in the back of the skull with a kendo stick.
Yeah,
Ricky does not do it well. He completely misses the swing. And
for a guy that's gimmick is the kendo stick, he fucking sucks at landing on the top of the head.
I liked that spot.
Oh,
I'm not nice.
Oh, Pimpy.
I'm not a nice person.
Pimpy is one of the
mean,
persons on the show.
Did you see Masquerade's head go off the apron too? Like that wasn't appropriate. That was not the correct way for that to happen. Somebody look, you know what happened?
It's okay. It's okay when he tucks it back, it protects the back of his head.
I just got that. That's really good. No, you know what happened? I think that the crew saw the edit on their vignette before this match, so they came out a little bit hot.
They're like, it was like the thing when the Shield came out, and someone's like, "Hey, you guys are a bunch of noobs. No one's gonna sell for you, so you got to lay it in." And I think the crew was laying it in to get over.
This match was one long botch of a potato. Just throughout. It was just
this whole fucking episode, really. Fuck this episode.
Well, skip to the end of this match. Big Rick comes out.
It's so funny that like years later we do a show about this show that we love so much, and yet here we are just shitting all over it.
Well, I told people that until until Grave Consequences, this show kind of sucks.
There's some good ones. We've had 3 or 4 really good episodes, and then 11 are mediocre.
This is a super
episode 36.
This is a super WWE episode, complete with a future endeavors reference.
Yeah.
So, I'm just going through my notes. Oh yeah, and Big Rick. I can't call it a run-in. Let's just call it a walk-in. There's a Big Rick walk-in.
He was so big, bad, and tough until he has to hold the rail to walk down.
I know.
Safety rail. Dude, he had one eye. Bad. He was don't make fun of handicapped people.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Byron.
Yeah, you want to know what's worse than that walk-in? What? A Sexy Star no shoulder roll-up pin where I'm a distracted Bale.
Yeah, the shoulders are up.
First of all, why has Bale got to do the job?
Why we got 2 roll-up finishes in one episode? Good times, agents.
Well, because this one doesn't count because his shoulders were not anywhere near the mat because she doesn't know how to do a roll-up pin.
She also doesn't know.
Still counted it.
Remember when she she was in a last luchador standing match, and she never stood. They had to edit around her not standing up by 10. Like I guess she was oblivious to that rule.
And you would think a boxer would know how to count to 10, since she's a boxer. I'm sorry. We shit on this one enough. There's just nothing else I can do. We got to go to a break. Fuck this.
6 out of 10 match.
Yeah, go tell me about
this. Better than the Dragon.
6 out of 10 episode.
0.
Plug something in here, Byron. Right here, like right here.
Lucha-masks.com, in partnership with Mask Republic, give you personal protective masks to keep you lucha strong in the fight versus COVID-19. With world-class luchadors Blue Demon Jr., the Lucha Brothers, LA Park, Ultimo Dragon, Cain Velasquez, Conan, and so much more. Head to lucha-masks.com and you too can become a masked warrior. Lucha-masks.com, powered by Pro Wrestling Revolution.
Vader time?
I was going to bring us back from the Lucha Mask thing. I was going to say all sorts of great stuff about lucha-mask.com and the fact that they re-upped on the Penta and Phoenix stuff, which is probably already sold out by now.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, who won the contest?
People, you guys know that there's other luchadors in the world besides Pentagon and Ray Phoenix, right? There's some dope-ass fucking masks on that website.
Yeah, like this one. Hey, Beef, how was the MMM show mask that you made?
I didn't.
What?
I couldn't be
How are we
asked.
supposed to get ourselves over if we don't have like tens of people wearing our mask like Disco Inferno?
I also, as Meef said, couldn't be arsed.
Yeah.
Wow.
I woke up. I loaded my laptop.
Broadcast, man. I wanted to do my Ninja Turtles mask. I wasn't allowed to, so I didn't even enter.
Yeah, he played 72 hours of the Fall Guys this week.
Oh dear Lord! Who did? Casey did.
No,
you did.
I
Oh
played.
God, no! I ain't played that shit. I deleted it. I deleted that motherfucker.
Why?
It's all about
Justin,
Ghost.
Can I shoot on something?
Yes,
Platinum
please do,
Ghost.
while I show off my boy's shirt from the 314 Quee at Nudo in St. Louis. Go see my man. Get some noodles.
Look up the episode. Look up the episode Quee was on of the MMM show. It was fucking great.
Dude,
Fantastic
he's stoked
human
right now. He's excited for this fight that by the time this airs, you guys will have already seen. Hopefully, Stipe Miocic put Daniel Cormier's lights out. But he's stoked about
Possibly
that. He's also
forever.
stoked because his homeboy Tyron Woodley is fighting Kobe Covington. It looks like it's official. Finally. Finally. I hope they put it like 2 days
Jim's
before the
favorite.
election. If they put it like 2 days before the election, it would just be so classic. And it probably will incite race riots around the country. But fuck it. At this point, why not?
Yeah,
And I gotta say, somebody asked me the other day why we don't talk about MMA on this show anymore. It's because we record on Saturdays, but the show airs on Tuesday, and the fights are always right after the show, but will have aired before this does. So it kind of fucks us about talking about MMA. I have 10 million things I could say right now, but it's stupid because by the time you hear this, you'll just know how right I am about everything in MMA, and there will have been no point. So we're just
also chances are we're watching MMA while we're recording.
And I also do want to point out that I'm the one with the best prediction record of our previous show when we were doing MMA.
I would like to say that is untrue, but it is not. Casey did in fact have
some fights I would
better. Byron's record was actually really good too, but Byron didn't do as many as we did, so he had a slightly easier curve.
Mine was shocking.
Sometimes I just did the Cosby Show method, and that's not drugging someone. That's picking the fighter from the city with ugliest women because they're going to be meaner.
Wow.
Theo Huxtable taught me that shit, and it works. But I do have some UFC MMA news.
Moneyball for UFC.
The UFC 4 fucking sucks. Don't buy it.
Whoa, what's wrong with the game? I didn't have any internet last week, so I couldn't download it. Should I not buy it? What the fuck?
I wouldn't. Okay, so I get most of my entertainment in the UFC games by putting myself through career mode and beating the fuck out of everybody.
As everybody else would.
And it was great ever since UFC 1, mind you, because EA has that game face functionality where you take a couple pictures of your face from different angles and it makes them into a 3D model for you. It's really revolutionary technology. It worked great. Motherfucker looks just like me. But for some reason, they decided to take that shit out this year.
Oh, dear Lord.
And had I known, this year when they decided to focus more on the single player career mode than they normally do, you can't look like yourself anymore.
Is it online though? Because they did this with FIFA. FIFA used to be in game when you could get the cameras on there, and then it switched to you do it on the EA website, and then you would import it.
You always had to do it from the EA website.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been having the same face this whole time, and it just carries through to each game. And now you can't even use it. Also, got to say, that backyard fight mode and that Muay Thai Kumite mode that they've been showing are fucking bullshit. They're just backgrounds for whatever match rules you put on. They don't have specific rules for matches or anything like that. I was hoping it would be like when THQ that made the good UFC games had Pride mode and they made it legal to kick people in the head on the ground and shit like that. I thought you would be able to do stuff like that. No, they're just cosmetic, purely cosmetic changes. that don't
Bullshit.
change anything to the fight. So any modes you see that people are playing, like knockout mode or just striking modes, those are available in any background. They're not specific to those, and they're not even anything new to the game. I thought these new backgrounds were going to bring something. They're just that, fucking backgrounds. It seems like the controls are less responsive than last year, and that's kind of saying something. So I would say hard pass. Don't buy this game. Buy Ghost of Tsushima instead. It's one of the best games I've ever played.
Is that game good?
What's weird though? Oh my god, it's amazing.
Ghost
I just 100%ed
I haven't heard
it.
anything about it.
I have 100%ed platinum that game, and that's the only time I've ever done that on a game. That's all you need to know.
Wow.
Just started
But
playing.
like,
Fall.
going back to the UFC thing and EA, this is something funny because what they do with FIFA is what they needed to do with FIFA was simplify and just go back to it being purely football. But they keep on adding stupid modes in. So they added this one in where it's like it's a 3-a-side foot, like the foosball one, where so it's like you're doing fancy flicks and volleys and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And they've actually made that into a whole mode, and they added at one point a career mode where you played through as Alex Hunter and all this stupid shit. Which like, no, don't stop doing that. That's what they should be doing in the UFC game. But they're doing it.
No, and
FIFA.
those were in the UFC game. And what's weird is people are complaining. They actually took Ultimate Team out, which most people thought was just like a shitty cash grab bullshit move. But people are actually pretty into it, so they're mad they took that out of UFC 4 as well.
Why'd they make the game worse this year?
Because
it's EA. EA, you're going to
do this.
Yeah.
They make a shitty year, and then next year when it comes out on PS5 and they don't have, and they barely make any improvements, they could put the stuff they took back. They could put the stuff back in that they took out this year, and it'll look even more amazing, even though they're doing less work. This is what EA does. They've done it with Madden for years.
Come out? Didn't UFC 3 come out like 3 years ago?
It was an add-on.
It's 2 years.
Oh, no, sorry.
They're doing like every other year, or did they just wait because of the Reebok deal? So that they
they always do every other year because they feel like the game needs more work that way. Which is surprising that EA would do that because they're cash grab, Madden. You know,
look at FIFA. Look, the Ultimate Team on there is definitely a cash grab.
Yeah, and it was on UFC also, but people actually miss it, which I'm really surprised for.
They made FIFA last year was so bad.
So
it was
if we're gonna
unplayable for 2 months.
A fame and shame list, I'm going to segue to that segment right now by putting EA Sports. You're on the list.
You got it. If you want to do that segment right now, we will do that segment right now. Wall of Shame. EA Sports has been added for UFC 4. UFC 4. But if we're going to the Wall of Shame, that means I'm about to get hot. I got to get real fucking hot right now.
Add something to the Wall of Fame.
I said, yeah, you can. I said at the beginning of the show that I wanted to face fuck Brody Lee with a baseball bat.
He is handsome.
I'm adding Brody Lee to the Wall of Shame. And I'm adding him.
I thought that meant you wanted him on the Wall of Fame.
No, the Wall of Shame. I want him on the Wall of Shame.
We have very different
Brody
fetishes,
Lee,
Justin.
No, this motherfucker 150 million% stole Cross's gimmick this week. He said, TikTok, time is up, did it in the same style on a video promo package. And I'm not going to say he did a bad job of doing it. I'm just simply going to say that somebody over there, like, come on. There's AEW supposed to be the promotion that isn't stealing hacky shit from other places. Not that Cross's shit is hacky, but it's hacky to steal something from WWE. They're supposed to be above that. Everyone talks about them like they're the cool indie darlings gone major promotion. But this was some hacky bullshit. This is what WWE has been doing to them by stealing, picture-in-picture during commercials and other shit like that. And the crowd noise and all that stuff. Like, why are they stooping so low to do it back? And why are they having Brody Lee do it, who's got a great gimmick already, who's already getting over? Like, why the fuck is he stealing things from Kevin Cross? Brody Lee's been around twice as long. It's just stupid. It irritated the shit out of me. It made me want to fucking turn it off forever. I was so goddamn.
Maybe Eric Bischoff is already booking it.
Wait until Brody taps out to Mother Nature and finally shaves his head. Even worse.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
That check's in the mail.
That definitely, when he did that, he was cutting a fire promo. I thought that was his best promo since Brody Lee came to AEW as well.
Yeah,
And,
right.
you know,
He
it was
threw a ball of beer through the TV. Fuck that.
but then when he went like, "Your time is up, time's up, TikTok." Like the first one he said, which let's say it was time's up first. He's like, "Time's up." I'm like, wait a second, but all right.
But then followed it up with more
TikTok.
crossisms,
Like,
and then looked into the camera the same way too. I mean, the whole thing was like
he did a. The thing is, I might get some heat for this, but I feel like he did. I have so many asterisks to this, and clarifications.
I'll say it. Byron thinks he did it better than Cross
because I don't want to get beat up. But it seemed like just he did a better Cross promo than what Cross is doing on NXT right now. To me,
whoa,
Yeah.
what?
That's what I think.
Well, what?
The thing that Cross has done extremely well was like this is the end promo at the very beginning with Scarlett. And he's talking super calm and he's doing the White Rabbit voice and he's doing that super great and he's restrained. They got to restrain all the different things he can do into a focused thing. So if he's going to turn it on, he's got to turn it on specifically in specific places, which is what Keith Lee is doing. He's doing that. He has a lower volume and then he raises it up when needed. And it just feels like...
Wait.
Hey, Byron, do you remember when you said you were moving to LA?
Goddamn mind? What? Wait, what the fuck? Are you out of your goddamn mind right now?
This is like the fucking Bruce Lee thing, Byron.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening right now? Is
Justin,
this MMMShow?
Justin, are we the only sane people on this show? Me and you? Between the Bruce Lee thing and this?
I'm saying,
bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying,
do you remember when you were going to move to LA? You're going to move to Nevada desert, I think.
Wow. I just there's some things.
I don't know, Justin. I don't know why I do this show anymore.
I'm explaining it.
I don't either.
And if you can't hear me, it's not my fault. But it makes sense to me, and I feel like Cross has been doing a lot of stuff, and where I've seen him very effective in NXT is when he's focusing his character and his movements and all of the things that he does, and uses restraint. And the stuff that he's been doing with Keith Lee recently, where it's a close-up on his face, I think is probably the worst presentation because he gets really animated in his face, which is great on a live performance. But when you put it on a camera, it's everything that you do. I'm not saying what he's doing is wrong, but on camera, it gets blown up 1,000 times. And it's,
Byron, I got a message for you. Listen.
Wondering how you were, genuinely and sincerely. I had one molecule in my body my entire life to express compassion and affection towards another human being in this parameter, and I come to find out that you are a genuine, effete snob. I want you to die, and you will eventually, because we all die. But when you die, Mike, I'm gonna have a fucking barbecue, all right? And I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
All right, so maybe I'm a little bit biased.
Do you guys want to see my impression of Keith Lee really quick?
That's all I have. Please do.
Okay, that was funny. I don't know. I
don't even know how we got here.
Anyway, I thought it was a good promo, and I wish all the best for
I can't even finish the Wall of Shame. Byron, go take us to a break. Take us to a break, please.
What about Wall of Fame after the break?
Just take us to a break. Just take us to a break.
We're still here.
Yeah. On the Wall of Shame, Byron.
Me, if you're on it too for that Bruce
I feel like
Lee
I made good points, and I was as fair as I could be about it.
If you're listening to this and you haven't visited luchacentral.com, it's time to do it. luchacentral.com is the online home for Lucha Libre, where you can get all of the top news in English and in Spanish. Find the best curated video content and original content not seen anywhere else. Find when Lucha Libre events would be happening in your area. Find photo galleries from top photographers covering Lucha Libre around the world. From weekly polls to annual awards. Seen and read by top executives in all of the major Lucha Libre promotions across the globe. And on top of that, it's free. LuchaCentral.com, your centralized place for all things Lucha Libre.
Byron's still going, guys. We take the break. Byron's still talking, but like he's just okay. Go ahead, make.
Do you know when you make a really bad point? When you make a really bad point, you keep on going and going and going because you've got to try and justify it somehow.
All right, no, here's the deal. Here's the deal. We're gonna give Byron 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and you can go ahead. Make your point. 30 seconds, Byron. Go. It's you.
I'm a filmmaker and a movie director and a TV producer, director, and I know a thing or two about telling stories and characters. And so I have an opinion on how they are portraying him. I have all the respect in the world and fear for the man. And so my opinion does not reflect upon him personally. The people who are portraying him should make better choices.
3 seconds.
Brody Lee is still on the wall of shame. Brody Lee's on it. JT Wilcoxon and Jeffrey Briggs are still on it.
Brody Lee,
Meefloaf, if the audience agrees with me and Justin, Meefloaf is on the wall of shame.
Yeah.
Brody Lee is champion, by the way.
The penis gimmick guy is on there.
Yeah.
JT Wilcoxon.
Ricochet.
There with his buddy. Jeffrey Briggs. Oh, Ricochet. Yeah, like Ricochet until he cuts the good promo, on it forever.
Yep. Ricochet.
David Starr for trying to come back to Twitter.
Did he?
I didn't hear a thing you said. What did you say, me?
The day that after Velveteen Dream came back, David Starr decided to come back and then promptly left again.
I've heard that the people backstage aren't very happy that Velveteen Dream is back, and that's a story that's been going around, that he's got a lot of heat backstage. Maybe he needs to send some nice pictures like he's been sending to Justin.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not what I got sent. I'll tell you what I got sent in a minute. So, yeah, Brit Wrestling, Pedos, Pervs, still on there. We decided not to put Excalibur on there for all his nonsense that's going on with him. We'll leave that to TBD. David Lagana's still on there. Tessa Blanchard is still on there. I haven't seen her do anything that would get her off the wall of shame yet.
Wish her well on her marriage, though. That's
Wall of Fame. Wall of Fame. Roman Reigns is on there right now for not showing up. No, not Sid. Tony Khan's on there. Kevin Cross is on there for having to explain kayfabe.
Bruce Lee.
classic.
Bruce Lee's on there.
Bruce Lee is on there.
Yeah.
As I always say,
just below
movies and all that.
Jet Li.
Anyway, not just below Jet Li. This is what has happened to this show, guys. Anyway, I have to send a special shout out right now to a longtime listener, a friend of ours, a fan who has always been super duper supportive. And I forget to mention her sometimes. Angie7, this is your special shout out. Thank you seriously so much for all the support you've given us over the years now. I don't think I've even seen Angie since last time New Japan was in Los Angeles. But thank you. Just thank you for supporting. I'm not even going to give anyone else thank yous this week. I'm going to let Angie have her own special moment this week because we appreciate you so much. And take that, Josh Pillow.
Yeah, suck it, Josh.
He doesn't listen to our show even though it's shorter for him.
Fuck you, Josh Pillow.
Wants to know what's going on that we're talking about on the show, but won't watch it.
That's so funny.
What a dirtbag.
Go back to sleep, Josh Pillow. Fuck you.
I have someone for the Wall of Fame.
Pillow.
Go for it. Fame or shame? Fame. Yeah, no, go. Yeah, we're about to leave it, so do it now.
I want to put down Robert Stone, the Robert Stone brand for the Wall of Fame. Pretty much everyone around him is getting over. Even what was her name? I haven't seen her on TV in a while.
Leah?
No. Chelsea. She was getting over with him. And then they took her away from him. He got embarrassed. He got dumped on camera. And he ended up getting tons of featured screen time every week since. And now he got Aaliyah. Like, I like Aaliyah now. He got Aaliyah over. Yeah. She's even wrestling good, right? Yeah. Well,
she's been there for like 5 years, hasn't she? 6 years, 7 years, 10 years.
And now she's legit, right? And then
it took like an hour and 20 minutes into this episode, but I finally agree with Byron on something.
Yeah. And then Mercedes Martinez comes in and is immediately legit in the pairing, and it's doing a program with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, well, she already was, but she's a new character being introduced. And this is not a program. Yeah.
Guess what that means? A decent manager can actually get your talent over. Like, how much have we been saying this? And I don't understand why they don't do more it.
Listen.
And I'm not done. And he's getting Rhea Ripley over with her new hairdo and her new like career path because she just did the title run. Now she needs something else without the title for a while.
Correct.
He's giving her something substantial to work with. Like everyone in his program is going over.
Agreed.
The Kai's still annoying.
See, first of all, this is Bobby Heenan doing a suck it to you. He's saying suck it right now because you said that he was a decent manager. First of all, decent manager would be like Slick or Mr. Fuji. Okay. Robert Stone is bottom of the barrel still. But he does have socks as merchandise, and I approve of that.
And he's getting Shotzi over. Shotzi keeps running over his legs backstage.
I love
everyone.
I think it was really shitty that he stole Shotzi's car. I'm glad she got back.
Yeah, I'm glad she got her car back. It was a little weird to watch that video.
Can
and
we
no
change
one
her
won
name
that.
to Kayfabe Casey officially now?
What? Sure. Why not?
He's the only one of us left doing it.
Casey's
well, unless some of our guests come back, that's the case. Enough said. Yeah,
I'm gonna give Byron this one, guys. I'm gonna give Byron Robert Stone on the Wall of Fame for now. You know who is not on the Wall of Fame right now? JoJo Feeney and Kevin Kleinrock are not on the Wall of Shame right now.
Nice.
Because
drum roll.
And they have one more week to prove themselves. We may in fact have a sponsor next week.
Whoa!
This show may become a sponsored show next week. We'll find out. It's still TBD.
Next time.
I won't believe it. I won't believe it until I see it. But you never know.
Okay, so Casey's the clean balls.
I have another Wall of Fame. I have another quick Wall of Fame.
Oh my God, you can't have two in one episode.
No, it's just two quick things. Stardom and New Japan both canceled shows, even as close to 30 minutes. We are?
Yeah,
I don't know. We're like the last
right
10.
into...
You said you were done with the show 20 minutes ago.
No, Byron's is actually
I didn't say
good.
we were
I know what
done with the show.
I know what Byron's going to say.
Wall of Fame. Yeah,
Byron's is like really, really solid. I know what
here's a wall of shame. AEW doing a special promotional tag team promotional episode. Yet I didn't know it was supposed to be like I didn't know it was there's that, but I didn't know it was a special tag team episode until the show aired.
I agree. I agree with you completely. And
how about AEW letting their wrestler fucking perform at Sturgis and then come back at Wrestle when New Japan, like Byron was about to say, had a wrestler get a fever backstage and shut down the whole show with fans in the building, told them to go the fuck home, and the fans were cool with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Jericho took all the tests. He wasn't around people. I don't think Jericho should have been
airborne.
Are some of these promotions trying to do too much too soon? Like CMLL is going to come back now. We're having some of these issues. We've seen issues at WWE. Like, what is the level of safety that these guys are employing?
You don't want to look at Mexico for any level of safety because they've already reopened movie theaters at 30% capacity. You don't want to. Yeah.
And the 30% capacity doesn't work. What works are the bubbles hockey and basketball is doing. That's what works.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is just a gamble like anything else. You think the wrestlers out on the beach drinking, hanging out with everyone, like the video of Shotzi getting her stuff back, no mask, walking up to at least 10 cops and whoever around the car, right? And then you need exponential. Who are they around? None of them are wearing masks, even though they're outside. You could still get it, all right? And then
are they being tested? Like I am filming a TV show that travels all around the country right now to restaurants, but we control the entire thing. All the chefs that we're around get tested first. All of our crew gets tested first. Any extras that we put in the scene get tested first. And then anyone who is not one of our people is wearing a mask and is not allowed anywhere near any of our tested people or on set. Like literally, I travel around the country. I'm quarantined and isolated in my hotel. I don't get to go see my friends in all these cities or do much of anything. We do occasionally get some food real quick, but we always pick restaurants that are of the highest safety standards. You know, I literally went into a friend's restaurant in St. Louis where he closed down the restaurant and didn't let anyone else in while we were in there, so we could take off our masks and eat for a minute. But even that is a risk. But like some of these other activities, yeah, they're way too far. And I just don't know how the production companies can even assume this level of liability and risk.
It's like I'm not even allowed to have 6 people in the room at my job. They've shut that down. I have to do Zoom instead of 6 people.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't have kids because all those kids have families, probably families that don't believe in COVID. So now you're getting. Huh?
You shouldn't have kids. Fucking hell! What a bastard! What a bastard!
I mean, I stand by that statement too.
I don't want to have kids, so I.
But the thing is with football, I can show you like from sort of soccer has resumed, and in Scotland.
You've already said you can just call it football. When you say it in that accent, everybody knows you're not talking about the NFL. We get it. So you say football.
I really like the Raiders.
NFL is going to crash and burn, by the way, because they're not. They're not.
I interest you in the Raiders.
This one football. What?
The Raiders, the LA Raiders. So
I'm a Ravens guy.
Listen, this one football player already lost his job because he tried to bring in a rat to the hotel dressed as another football player and got caught.
That's fucking amazing, and I love that story.
No offense to rats. Go do your thing. Hoe it up. But
bro,
you're not allowed to call them rats anymore.
You're a wrestler. You fight for Rey Mysterio to stay on the roster because you could make so many girls dress up like Rey Mysterio and get to your room.
That's why
you got no mass wrestlers. You can't do that shit.
This is a guy who's super expendable, was doing something not risking a cut. You think someone like, I'm not saying Tom Brady, whatever. But someone that level, he's going to bring women in during the season. Some of them might have COVID. You don't know their histories.
Some of them might have COVID. I don't know. It's just
all I know is a lot of AEW guys are going to be trying to borrow Player Uno's mask now or join the Dark Order. That's how they're getting so many fucking members in the Dark Order right now. We solved it.
By the way, their tag match on AEW was the highlight of the entire thing. They were really good. I wanted to shit on it, but Dark Order was fabulous this week.
Dark Order's great, and they've been getting over. They've been really great on the Elite, Being the Elite 2, which is a web series that I don't watch. I'll just binge it like twice a year. But if they were put on TV more, they would do well.
What were you going to say?
Anyway, back to the
I don't remember. It was more jokes about wearing people's masks. Maybe like
football.
Some really freaky dudes. Maybe some really freaky dudes trying to get Luchasaurus to borrow the mask. I don't know. So there's some kind of joke in there. I don't know.
I love all of it.
Luchasaurus needs to protect his kayfabe a little bit more.
He's a fucking dinosaur.
He's walking out there saying hi to his mom and stuff. Took me 65 million years, but I made it on TV.
All right, Meefloaf, we finish your story that we completely
I was going to say about the COVID thing was that in Scotland, they've already had to suspend like 3 games from Aberdeen because their players went on a night out. And one of the Celtic players decided to go to Spain on holiday, come back and played without quarantine. It's like, and that's the thing. That's the thing with everything. It's like in workplaces and stuff. Who's going out and doing whatever the fuck they want? And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Byron, how large do you think a girl has to be able to convincingly pretend to be another football player to get snuck into a building?
Man, I'm not a football player. Don't look at me.
Okay, I got to go back to my DMs because this was the whole reason why I started the show, and I was going to ask about this. The reason why I was smiling looking at my messages is I got this message from an insider friend, and I don't know if this is true or not, but it said, oh my God, Thunder Rosa versus Shida at AEW on October 2nd. Is that a thing?
It's been rumored ever since Shida put out an open challenge, and Thunder Rosa is probably the biggest name that could feasibly respond. So that's who people are talking about.
Well, I asked Thunder Rosa directly. I asked Thunder Rosa directly, and she did not respond.
She's going to kayfabe it, bro. That's a big payday.
That's great.
You know why,
I hope she does. I don't really want to know because I like to be surprised, but I'm like, if this is happening, that is so awesome.
That would be tremendous.
It's 2 weeks from my birthday, Justin. There's been no response to that either.
It happened 2 months ago.
We know she's on your personal wall of shame, Casey. It's fine.
If you answer Justin's question, you're off. It all is absolved.
Here's the thing. It's going to be a tremendous match. Thunder Rosa has experience in Japan. She is the current Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling champion. She beat the cutest wrestler in the world.
Some say she stole the title from Maki Ito.
Yes.
Those of us in the Ito Respect Army, well, some motherfuckers.
I thought he was going to say Tam Nakano at first.
I still love how Tejano, when asked how Del Rio stole the title, he explained he stole it.
Yeah, he's like, how did he steal the title? Oh, he came in and challenged me for it and stole it.
He beat me in a match.
He beat me in a match, fair and square. That's how he stole it.
I tapped out to his armbar and he stole it.
But I'm a top guy.
You fucking dork. Come on, man.
I really have no idea what happened on this whole episode. Somehow this whole thing got away from me. Right?
Well,
it's because that thing we're reviewing fucking sucked. Is why we need to
that's what happened, isn't it? I agree with Casey.
Here's what needs to happen. What needs to happen is Sheeta, who is awesome. I'm her number one fan. Needs to walk out on AEW, says I'm ready to fight, and will anyone come fight me? You know, like the 2 sentences that she practiced and will say on live TV in English. And then Thunder Rosa is going to come out and be like, I'm ready to kick your ass. They're going to have a match. And then Thunder Rosa maybe wins or whatever happens. They both look great. Everything's great. And then out of nowhere, Ito-chan, Maki Ito comes out and beats the fuck out of Thunder Rosa. And next thing you know, we have a rematch for the TJPW title and also a match for the AEW title. Bookers can sort how it all makes sense, but basically the 3 of them are going to have a really great match.
And the NWA title in there, right?
Then and the NWA title, which will be defended. The NWA title will be defended at a Mission Pro show, though, so that's a big deal. You should go see that show.
Dude, I hope the girl Big Boss Man wins it. Have we established if she has a Big Boss Man gimmick? The girl with the last name Trailer, is she Ray Trailer's daughter?
I think for the sake of all of us, I'm cutting this show right before you say that. We're off there.
Somebody's going to make me buy it as a custom just to see the girl in the Big Boss Man gimmick. I know how it works.
This whole thing has gotten completely away from me. So until next Christmas time, stay calm and stay in the mix.
Penis.